What do you do when you see a wild deer? Most of us would freeze in our tracks and just gawk at the beautiful creature while it nonchalantly grazes on some nearby plants. The deer is completely oblivious to your admiring gaze and has no idea that you're even there. If the mother is a young doe, her mother will stay close by and help take care of the fawn. This is very important because fawns are extremely vulnerable to predators and can easily be taken out by a hungry coyote or wolf. This behavior is called scent marking, and it is a way for bucks to communicate with other deer. By rubbing against a tree, the buck is essentially saying, "I was here." Other deer can then pick up on this scent and know that a buck was in the area. This helps the deer keep track of each other and also helps them find potential mates. Bucks will also rub their bodies against each other to establish dominance. By rubbing against another buck, the buck is essentially saying, "I am bigger and stronger than you." The other buck will eventually submit and back down. This behavior is similar to how dogs will rub against each other when they meet. It is a way for them to get each other's scent and to establish dominance. If the mother is an adult doe, she will likely leave the fawn with another doe's fawn and go off to find more food. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more nature videos. Thanks for watching. See ya. This way, all the fawns can be taken care of by one adult doe, while the other does go off to find more food. However, each doe will still keep an eye on her own fawn to make sure it doesn't wander off or get into trouble. But what if you could understand what the deer is thinking, or more importantly, what other deer are thinking? What would you learn about these fascinating animals? Let's find out. Here are 4 facts about deer behavior you didn't know you needed. No. 1. Deer are most active during dawn and dusk, much like their predators. They prefer to be active during these times because there are fewer people around, and they can easily hide in the tall grass or trees if a predator shows up. This behavior is called crepuscular activity, and many animals exhibit this pattern, such as rabbits, horses, pronghorns, and coyotes. In fact, they are almost deaf to sounds above 3,500 Hz, which means they cannot hear most human voices. This also means that they cannot hear predators coming from very far away, so they rely on their sense of sight to keep them safe. However, they do use their hearing for other things, such as locating a water source or finding other deer to mate with. Deer can pick up the low-frequency sounds that humans can't, such as the sounds that bats make while echolocating. So while we may think that deer are silent animals, they are actually quite vocal. They just choose to only vocalize during certain times and for certain reasons. For example, a doe will bleat loudly when she is in heat and is looking to mate. Bucks will also snort and stamp their feet when they are trying to establish dominance over other bucks. However, deer can also be active during the day, especially during the summer months when it's hot outside. During these times, you might see them lounging around in the shade or taking dips in local ponds or creeks to cool off. No. 2. Dozen fawns. When a female deer gives birth to a fawn, she will typically give birth to one, although twins are possible. Number 3. The reason you don't hear deer very often is because they have very poor hearing. No fur. Bucks will rub their bodies against trees or other objects to remove old scent and hair and to leave their own scent behind. Do you know any other interesting deer facts? Share them with us in the comments below.